Hello everyone. James here. Welcome to another episode of ChatGPT Plugin Review. As usual, let's take a look at the total plugin number. It's been ever changing. But today, we have some good news. We have 11 pages here. 11 times A, which is 8A, minus 1 is 87. We've got 87 plugins in total. You see here, all plugins. Obviously, over-delivering OpenAI's promise. On that 70 plus plugins, we've got 87. Okay, that's a good news. And as we can expect, the order of the plugins has changed again. But anyway, let's go for the next one. Word news. Summarized news headlines. You can ask for the latest news from various sources around the world. Okay, cool. I hope it does have some major mainstream media from different regions around the globe. Okay, give me top 10 headlines from mainstream sources from US, EU, let's say Japan, and we'll do China also. Let's see what I can do. Prompt reaction. Search US first. It's making another call. So I guess it understands my request as 10 headlines from each of these regions. Next up, we've got EU. It seems that it takes straight into the request. Right, for these different regions, you can just say search US and it knows what you're going to search. I'm not sure whether this is limited to a region. If I say search technology, would it be smart enough to search for all those technology topics? We can try later then. Okay, 4 regions. We've got 4 calls to the API. US, 5 headlines were returned. Not sure why. Okay, Biden to meet Senate Democrats on voting rights. Yes, U.S. inflation. It's been in the headline position for 2 years. Yes, 2 years, I think. Starts in mid-2021. Okay. We've got European news as well. Hungary, EU, sustainability, environment issue, 5G rollout, and next European election. Cool. Japan. Yep. G7 summit. Confident there will be no US debt default. Okay. Interesting. This is Japan news, Japan headline. But oh my god. See here, number 3 to number 5 in Japan. It's actually US news. Yes, let's check whether it's actually taking all the returned messages into the response to the user, right? Because I'm seeing definitely more than 5 here. Yep. What do we see here? Holy. Yeah. Doesn't seem like any of these matches Well, we've got a repetitive one here as well, right? And this one is also repetitive. The same title, and I'm not sure why. Doesn't seem that they are related at the first glance. Let's check another one. Well, this one matches. Yeah, G7, Rishi Sunak, yeah, Biden. Looking for the final Biden. Where are you? Debt limit. Yeah, maybe it's somewhere here. Okay, we must avoid default. I think this is the final Biden. Yes. Okay. It definitely returned more than it spits out from the test. But I'm not sure why it's not fulfilling our request to ask for 10 headlines. Instead, it returned 5. So yeah, we've got sources, different sources as well. These are good, right? Yeah, to make sure that you are not biased and you are cross-verified. Cool. This could be very useful. Suppose you are a businessman, a high-level executive, and then you might have already had someone to curate the daily news for you, but it will be helpful for average people to have this kind of word news system which summarize different news and different topics. Yeah, speaking of that, I want to go back and try. Come on. Give me top 5 tech news today. Let's see if we can search with this category. Come on. Yes. Okay, it's actually quite a flexible field. You can put in the region, you can put in a subject or category here. Very cool. So we've got tech news. Apple car engineer flees to China. Oh my god. Okay. Former Apple car engineer. Yeah. I think making a car in Apple is not that a big thing now. So yeah, China is leading in the electronic car market. So it makes sense if you want to develop your career in China. Makes sense to me, but if you work in Tesla, maybe you have to consider. Yeah, 70% of Trump voters think AI threatens humanity. Yeah, not a surprise to me. Some people think 5G is also a threat. Okay, what do we have here? Cool, okay. Now that we know that you can search with this categorical specification, that suffice. Okay, great. Coming to the next one. Noteable. Create notebooks in Python, SQL, and I should say SQL and Markdown to explore data, visualize, and share notebooks with everyone. This one looks cool because it looks like the code interpreter version of GPT-4 that is still in alpha phase, which is not available to a lot of you out there. So it's good to have a test on this one. And yeah, after you have clicked that install button, it takes you to their website, and then it asks for a sign up. I'm sorry. So let's see. Oh, I should actually save that to sign up. Come on. Oh, it's already here. Okay, did I fulfill all request? Must contain here. I'm gonna add a special character. Okay, we have our account created, I hope. And I hope it's jumping back to the ChatGPT. It's taking a bit, but no worries, we are here and the plugin is installed. Okay, it says couldn't log in with plugin. Why is that? See, that's some bug we need to fix before a major rollout. Thank God it's still in beta test phase, right? So let's try again. Maybe it's because that we haven't could not log in with the plugin. Oh my God. That's a bit weird. This is actually new to me, so I guess there may be some bugs there, or maybe they have something going on their backend server. Maybe some communication is not smooth enough between ChatGPT and this plugin. Maybe we have to wait for a bit before the account information kicks in to the system, the database. Could be that, but no worries, we are coming to the next one. It's called Show Me. So create and edit diagrams directly in chat. Cool. Okay. So I don't need to move my mouse around in the whatever visual, right? We can create a diagram with natural language. So introduce how I will be able to use the plugin. Sure, Show Me plugin is designed to help visualize complex concepts, processes, or systems in a diagrammatic form. It uses Mermaid, a simple markdown-like script language for generating charts from text via JavaScript. Okay, ask for a diagram, specify details. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. So, create a diagram which shows the concept breakdown all the way from the largest concept AI down to the concept of GPT. I say GPT-3 because I'm thinking that maybe ChatGPT is going to chime in to do this for us, so it might not have the knowledge of ChatGPT itself or GPT-4, so I'm going to just stop at GPT-3. So let's see what it can create. I'm guessing we are going to utilize ChatGPT's power to create this structure, this waterfall flow that serves as the base to create the diagram, right? And then the diagram will just draw it for me. Hopefully that's gonna happen. Must just you contribute open. Okay, that powers this plugin. Okay, yeah, this is actually not. Yeah, this is how I can use it. I can contribute to the open source project that powers this plugin. Yes, but it's not what this plugin can offer. You might not be able to contribute to the open source via this plugin, but that's what you can do afterwards. Yeah. You will receive a link, fair, and modify, specify, and then create all this. Whoa, let's see. Something is coming up, and mermaid, and yeah, so I guess GPT-4 has already created this diagram in the background. As we can see, we've got request where the diagram items were already established. So the plugin just sent a image back, and then we've got a link to edit the diagram online, and then we can also contribute to the open source project. This is a little advertisement here. You can just go to there and contribute. Okay, let's check if it's valid. Artificial intelligence, and then we have machine learning as a sub-concept, and then we go to deep learning, which is the field that GPT-3 belongs to. Deep learning, and then you go to neural networks. That's interesting. Deep learning, yeah. Sure, you might argue that I'm not even sure whether you can do that, because deep learning is related to deep neural networks, which has more than one hidden layer. So is it really fair to say neural network is a subfield of deep learning? I doubt. But it's not related to the diagram picture making. So yeah, I might as well argue it with GPT-4. But yeah, not too bad. And then artificial neural networks. Oh my god. Okay. Doesn't look right. And then recurrent neural networks. Doesn't look right. How it's going to lead to GPT. Yeah, short-term memory, LSTM, and then transformers, generative pre-train transformers, and then GPT-3. Well, some of this makes sense, and this is how NLP, natural language processing, develops. These are the mainstream models or algorithms that it uses. So from RNN to LSTM, and then to transformers, and then we have different versions of GPT. This one follows the timeline of the development instead of a concept inclusion. Anyway, we've got a diagram plotted here, which looks good. And yeah, it works. It definitely works. We've got some links here. Let's see. Yeah, we can just save this picture or copy this picture to use it separately. And then, oh, wow. We have this here so that we can modify the diagram. Cool. And then this one, we can see that there is a GitHub site there so that you can contribute to that plugin. Looks like it's an open source plugin, so you can definitely contribute if you like to. Good one. This one draws a diagram for you, and if you combine with the GPT knowledge power, you could actually get something down. Coming next, ABCmouse provides fun and educational learning activity for children 2 to 8 years old. Okay. Another education plugin. Learning activities. Okay, let's pretend that we are 2 to 8 years old. Let's see. I want to teach my child the concept of AI. Please do this for me with the plugin, okay? I'm sorry for the confusion. Foundational knowledge. Okay, so it's not all kinds of knowledge, but just the foundational ones. It's computer science. Sure. CS it is. A 6-year-old child. Let's go with computer science. Subject, science, instead of computer science. Age 6. That's all it needs to know. Here are a couple of science-related activities from ABCmouse. That could be a good starting point for a 6-year-old. Basic computer science or technology concepts. Yeah, it only says science here. So math, reading, science, and arts, but somehow maybe GPT-4 misunderstands it. It's science instead of computer science. Sure, data 9. For a 6-year-old, good. Some physics, some geography knowledge in there, and okay, cool. We've got 2 concepts to learn. Learning objective. Cool. Okay, so this is a little tool for you to introduce some basic knowledge in this internet foundational fields for the kids from 2 to 8 years old. Good. Yeah, should be helpful for parents who have babies or kids, and you can interact with this plugin with natural language. It's just like a virtual teacher. Good one. Let's see, next up we have Yabble, right? Did I pronounce that right? Yabble. Your ultimate AI research assistant. Create surveys, specify audiences, collect data, and analyze. Well. I'm not sure how far can this go, but let's try. I want to do a survey on the frequency of people changing their smartphones these days. Let's see. That would be a survey I'm interested in. It is said that people are updating their smartphones for a longer and longer interval. Some people don't change their smartphones until using a new one for 3 years. Suppose I want to do this survey. What is it gonna do? Survey topic: the frequency of people changing their smartphones. Maybe I should say elapsed time, something like that. How often do you change your smartphone? What factors influence your decision to upgrade or replace your current smartphone? Do you prefer a certain brand of smartphones over the others? How likely are you to recommend the same brand of smartphone to family and friends? Please note that your survey code, we've got a survey code, okay. I think there might be a link that will lead us to the website which had that thread created already for us. So now let's proceed to the next step. Could you please provide the target demographic information for your survey? This includes details as gender. Okay. I am doing this for the global market for everyone. Let's see how far can this go. Number of people to survey. Yeah. You can design the survey questions. You can design a number of people. But if I'm targeting the global market, wouldn't you say that 100 people is too small a size for this kind of survey? Unable to save, user needs to give us at least one demographic parameter. Then you want to target a global market pursuing at least one demographic parameter to proceed. Okay, this could be as broad as you like. Hey, as broad as I like? That would be the word. Come on. Come on. You should be better than this. That's ChatGPT's fault, GPT-4's fault, and I think ultimately it's the developer, the developer's description for the model that is specified in the manifest file or the OpenAI specification file. So there should be a clear description to instruct what the model should do, and this could include a clear description of how to capture the keywords from the user's request here in this case specifically, but it failed to do so. So system that is currently generating the personas for a survey is 30% down. Please wait for a moment and I'll check back the process again shortly. See? Yep, the return message says our persona generation is already in progress, but please wait. So it's 30% down. So it's our turn to type, but I imagine it's going to wait and return the whole message to us before it stops. How did it go? Let's check. Since we have this code generated for us, I guess it's saved in a specific thread, so we are not going to lose any information. Yes, it's using the survey ID, right, to check the progress. Still 30%. That's unexpected. Still 30%. Come on. Drop this survey ID and start with a whole new one. Let's try to do this. Okay, this one is still running. But I think it's just the UI running. The process has stopped. Huh. Yes. The same questions. Cool. Come on. This is one. This one is business oriented. It's not for entertainment. It's not for education. It's actually trying to help you with some serious stuff, but it's not as reliable as we would expect. So this one is not as mature as we would expect. Come on. Word, wide, or age or gender. Let's give it another chance. Oh, 100 people for worldwide or age or gender survey? Are you serious? %30 down. Please wait for a moment. Again? And actually, I'm quite curious what this is going to do. It says 100 people to do the survey. What is it going to return? Is it going to return the actual survey data, the artificial data? But what's the point, right? I think we are good enough at the step of creating questions and maybe having some suggestion of how to perform your survey, which demographic group you're going to select, and the actual details of carrying out a survey online, on the street, things like that. But I'm not sure what it's going to do with this number. Even if you've returned any data for that, it will not be useful because these are synthetic and not accurate. Let's try to ask one final chance. Okay, finally. Come on. Come on. So we've got different category of persona created here, different location, different marriage data, and salary, children. Yeah, all these are good representative of a certain type of people, a certain group of people. I guess the server finally has the capacity to offer us with some valid returns. Okay, the personas represent a diverse range of individuals from different locations, occupations, and life situations to be the ones answering your survey. Now, are you ready to run your survey? Yes. And what will happen? This functionality is good because if I'm actually carrying out a survey, like for real, this will be a good people I'm going to target. It should serve as a reminder, or it's a planning assistant for your survey activity, and you know this type of people you're going to cover, so that you don't go randomly. And perhaps you have some bias. For example, you just survey the people in your local area or local city, and you forget to cover a certain group of people. That will be helpful if you have all these category of people in mind when you do the survey. That would be good. But what's happening here? We are now generating synthetic data. Oh my god, based on the parameters that were provided. We are making this may take a couple of minutes. Okay. Oh man. Try again, 30 seconds. Okay. Again, 30% down. What are we going to do with synthetic data? Page 1. Oh. What is it? Page 2. Okay. How many pages do you have? The survey has been completed and we have gathered all the responses. Let's summarize the responses for each question. We've got 4 questions, I remember, right? Most respondents mentioned the user-friendly interface and oh my god. I'm actually not expecting it to perform a virtual survey for me with synthetic data. I'm not sure how useful it can be. You can definitely get some qualitative results from that fake survey, I have to say that. But what is it going to be useful? I want actual, accurate, quantitative numbers for my survey because I can, I guess, for many of the survey runners, they already have some directional or qualitative answer in their mind for these questions, but they just want to first confirm it. So we need real data. Second, we want to quantify it, which means we need real data again to make it more accurate. Synthetic data will do none of this. So I am actually questioning the method here. And as it says, did it say anything about the synthetic data? Did it remind us to be careful with the data? Nope. So we've got a link here which leads us to that survey associated with that survey ID, and I think you can do things from there. Yep, but we need to sign up first. But I'll save the hassle because this one is really helpful until it generates the questions and the target people groups and the synthetic data part. And I think the analysis part will be really helpful if you have real data for it to summarize, but the synthetic data part, I don't think it will be that helpful. Okay, that's it for this one. Come on, we got World News and then Show Me ABCmouse, Yabble. Another one, BuyWisely. Compare prices and discover the latest offers from thousands of online shops in Australia. Okay, the region is limited to Australia, but we've got thousands of online shops. Okay, if you're Australian, you might actually find this one really helpful. Which store has the cheapest PS5? Let's see if we can do that. So it's triggered. Keyword PS5. Come on. BuyWisely. Get products from OpenAI. Sure. Wow. It's very efficient. Let's take a look. We've got ID, we've got image, we've got rating, we've got review counts, we've got slug, and then title, lowest price, highest price. Why are these two different? Okay, maybe it's the lowest price and highest price for a certain period of time, so prices could change. Offer amount, price of offers, yeah, URL. Cool, that's one item here, and we've got lots of feedbacks. Oh, okay. $648 at Amazon.com in Australia. Yes, it's spitting out array information here. First of the title, and then we've got a photo associated. Cool, the second one. Good. This could be very helpful, but I asked for the one with the lowest price. So I guess it should just return 1 unless they all have the same lowest price, which is, let's see, yeah, we don't have that here. This first one has a really high price, and this one is $6.48. And next up, I'm assuming there's another $6.48. Maybe it's a bit difficult to find, but the next one is also $6.48. It's in catch.com and kogan.com, also $6.48. Yes, it actually picked the cheapest PS5 available on all these different platforms that this plugin covers. So let's try to click into one of these. Seems like it's not working, and I don't know why. Yep, it's working right now. Maybe it's the problem with my browser. Sure, yeah, we have it. BuyWisely, the website, and the item page. Yes, indeed, we can see that it's $6.48, the lowest price. Very cool. Very cool. See, yeah, the price change. Highest price and lowest price in a given time period. $6.49. You see the blue line is the Amazon.com, who keeps the lowest record all the time. So I'm wondering where those items, where do they come from? So catch.com and kogan.com, we definitely see that from here they don't offer you the same lowest price as Amazon does, right? The catch.com, we've got about 700 there. So I'm afraid that's not true. And here we only see Amazon offering the lowest price. Actually not quite sure why it's showing that. Maybe we can click into that and check. This one from catch.com. Yeah, sure. I guess it's correct. I'm not gonna click into go to store there. It's another layer of the question. But good. I think this one works. A good price comparison plugin. Yeah, you can do more than comparing prices, I guess. What are some good backpacks you can find? Let's try this one. Okay. Keyword backpack. What do we have here? Keyword PS5. Cool. So the keyword is sent to the API and it returns a bunch of results, and then ChatGPT will be able to identify the lowest price ones. So it will generate the answer based on the return messages from the API. And here I think it's also, although we are requesting the backpack, but if we ask ChatGPT to provide us with the good backpacks, I am assuming that it's going to take those with higher ratings and then return and summarize to us in the text here. So let's see, we've got the Target accessories basic backpack, which is in green. Target here, right? basic green. This one, it is returned because it has a 5.0 rating. That's cool. And we have one with 4.5. We have another one with 5 here, 5.0, 4.5. I'm not sure whether it's going to return 4.5 one. It's good, but not as good as 5.0. So a lot of 5 zeros and 4.5 here as we scroll through this one. Yes, good. It can help you to find some cheap things and good things for your specific item type request, which is really good. I find it's really helpful if I live in Australia. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's do a quick recap. So today we have tested World News, which gives you the access to the news around the world for different topics, for different regions, from different sources. This is actually a good one. This one, Noteable, not in today's review. We are not able to install it. I don't know why. So Show Me, which is a good diagram plotter. ABCmouse, it's an education tool for 2 to 8 years old kids. You've got, I think, math, reading, science, a few fundamental knowledge areas that you can choose from. And we have Yabble, which helps you create your survey from coming up with questions targeting the right group of people, and then synthesize data and then perform analysis. Although data, the data creation part might not be as helpful as we would expect. And then finally we have this one, BuyWisely, and this one helps you to connect to different platforms in Australia. You can search different items and you can have specific requests to filter or sort for specific fields, for example, the price or the rating, many other fields, I believe. So these are all for today. See you in next episode, guys.